That's a big one there. First tree. I mean, a wall or that big.
Good evening, everybody. It is May 9th, 8:30 p.m., and we are here live on Queen City's page, the Native No Limit page, my personal page, and this is supposed to be our captain's meeting for this weekend's event. Obviously, it was a little bit of a crazy day today for me. Not an easy day for me. Obviously, these decisions are never made quickly. Never made without thinking about impact of everything, whether that's you all traveling or myself traveling or Native Watercraft or the host city in Visit Anderson. So I had to call them today and let them know the situation early on and then let them know what the verdict was. And Neil was awesome to work with. So I want to shout out him and Visit Anderson. So, we'll talk about all the stuff that went down today, why it went down, all those good things. Obviously, some of you feel it necessary to message me your opinion, good or bad, throughout the day. So it's been a pretty busy day for me, but we have officially made this a Carolina-wide event. But actually, on top of that, there is Virginia water and there is some Georgia water as well. And the reason for that is the standard for this event over the last 3 years has been any water that Queen City Kayak Bass Fishing fishes. So this year, with a northern division and expanding onto the southern division, we have lakes, full on Virginia lakes on our schedule. So they're open for this event as well. So this has become a 4-state event. I have shared and posted the latest, most up-to-date lake and ramp list on Queen City, inside the event on Tourney X, and also in the No Limit group page. So review that. Let me know if you have questions about that. Please keep in mind, not only is it a lake/river list, it is also an access point list with maps. So you must launch and take out from one of those legal ramps. I don't know the exact number, as I've been editing and fixing stuff literally since 6:30 this evening. So we rescheduled Lake Hartwell for September 7th for the Queen City Southern Division. That doesn't pertain to the Native No Limit Series. But the Native No Limit Series this year, it started off really hot. We had 130 plus guys in Tennessee on Chickamauga to kick it off. And then we had 200 plus guys in California. And then, bam, Mother Nature hit us in the mouth. In Michigan, we had to postpone an event there. And then, call it what you want, but at the end of the day, low attendance here in the Carolinas made us revert back to the old format of open lakes. This was the first, so we've had some comments of people who obviously have not followed myself, the Carolinas, this series. This has always been a Carolina-wide open event. We switched it up this year to try to go down to one event because there were a few guys who asked for that. We figured, why not? But obviously, the crowd seems like the silent majority wanted multi-lake, so we'll see where we land. But we have already surpassed 50 anglers registered since we opened it up since 6 o'clock. So, I have a feeling we will be close to that 100 angler number. I don't know if we'll hit it, but if we do, that's where the magic starts with $1,000 an hour for the big bass. So now with so many bodies of water open, we literally could see 8 different hours won on 8 different bodies of water this weekend, which I think is pretty cool. I know there's some of you who probably don't agree with that, but I think that's pretty cool. I did bring up some hardware here to show you all. Now, unfortunately, the hardware has been pre-made, so it does have South Carolina on it, and it does say Lake Hartwell, and we're not going to be able to get this modified. So, these are the golden laser engraved custom plaques that we got made this year. And then we also have 1st through 5th in mini versions of those. And then we also have our placards for all of the hourlies. So, there hasn't been many posts on some of the extra stuff that you can win this weekend. So we're going to talk a little bit about that right now. If you do catch the overall longest bass of this event throughout the entire day, you're going to go home with a brand new Wave Strike Titan X 12.5. It's in my garage right now. Now, this is going to have to be a pickup situation because we will not have a venue for this event. We'll be back right here on StreamYard for the weigh-in. I will invite the winning anglers back into the chat. We'll pull you up on screen. You'll get your moment to talk about your day, thank your sponsors, thank your wife, thank your whoever for letting you fish, and you'll have to figure out how to come pick up that kayak. But if you do win overall biggest bass, you're also going to go home with a $125 gift card to RoboHawk. So I'm going to run through some of these because I don't know how many of you guys actually follow the page. If you are the first place overall no limit winner, you're going to go home with a $250 gift card to Dakota Lithium and another $125 gift card to RoboHawk. Now, this is for the no limit winner, first place. Okay. If you win hour 1 big bass, you're going to go home with a $500 gift card to Yak Attack. This $1,000 comes into play once we hit 100 anglers. So hopefully we get there, and then we add in the $500 gift card for hour 1. Hour 2, going to go home with a $250 gift card to Hook Fishing. Hour 3, a $250 gift card to Boggs, and I'll have to ship those to you. Hour 4, $250 gift card to Crush City and Rapala. Hour 5, $250 gift card to Hook Fishing. Hour 6, another $250 from Boggs. Hour 7, another $250 from Crush City. And hour 8, $250 from Dakota Lithium. So want to give a huge shout out to all of those sponsors for making our hourly big bass winners have, bonus gift cards to go along with the usual $1,000. Obviously, all of the payouts in this series are based on attendance. So people are messaging me, why are you worried about how many people sign up? Well, usually we don't worry about that at all because the money is added into an event at Queen City and payouts are what they are. Well, this event, the whole format is based on $1,000 an hour. So if we only had 28 people sign up for this event, it would have been about $100 an hour for winning big bass, which completely goes against everything the series is built for. So if a simple fix of opening up numerous lakes was going to get us closer to that $1,000 an hour, the team and I decided that it was the better move to do. So here we are, all those lakes open, all those additional prizes. And because this is a standalone event, this is no longer a Queen City double dip event. This is a electric motor event. You are allowed to run a motor for this event as long as you are following your state laws. Your kayak must be registered. You must be running your red and greens when you launch in the morning because we will be launching before safe light. You'll need a 360 white light, all the state laws pertaining to the state where you are fishing, which could be 4 different states for this event, are in play. So keep that in mind. We do allow both catch boards, the carbonate or the metal aluminum for this series. Your open mouth penalty is going to be a 1/4 inch. I personally am not judging. Real tournament management is judging for you all this weekend, but I am the director, so I will be in contact with you if there is an issue. If you are running into penalties, I will be the one to contact you and message you, and I will also be the one who is here for you to call and answer any of your questions. So keep that in mind. Got some people, so the comments are just jumping in now. So Lake Murray has Bassmasters Elite on it, so keep that in mind. Maybe something you want to avoid. Charles is the domestic fence sponsor, what was supposed to be this event. he gave me the green light to do whatever we had to do. So huge shout out to Charles. Appreciate that, man. You guys know this is not easy. This is not easy for me. I had to call Blaine a couple times today to make sure he could handle moving that Southern event. He took it, no problem. But, you know, sometimes my position, you got to make these tough calls and just kind of hope it works out for the best. So as I sit here, we are sitting at, my numbers look a little different than your numbers because I see the people who haven't paid yet but have registered today. So we're sitting at 52. So we already have jumped up a good bit from when the 6 o'clock deadline was. I did slip in my mind what I wanted to say right now, but yeah. So drain the swamp. I don't know which swamp, but there's probably about 50 of them. Oh, so we did adjust the times just a little bit. There is a Georgia Bass Nation event happening on Chattooga, and they were 30 minutes off of mine and Steve-O. I called Steve-O and I was like, hey, your guys might want to fish the no limit because Chattooga is on our list. And he's like, yeah, let's do it. So rather than me asking him to move 30 minutes and him asking me to move 30 minutes, we each moved 15 minutes. So keep that in mind. Recheck the times because we are now launching at 6 o'clock. First cast at 6:15. Last picture taken by 2:14. So, 2:15 p.m. So 2:14:59, and then last submission 3:14:59, and then we'll go live. We'll give people a chance to get home, get cleaned up, and we'll go live somewhere in the evening around 7 or 8 o'clock, depending on how long it takes me to get a hold of all the winners, assuming we have, 8 hourly winners and maybe top 10 getting paid out based on how many people sign up. So between 7 and 8 o'clock, we'll go live that evening with all the winners. I'll get everything mailed out to the appropriate people, and we'll have to set up a pickup for this beautiful Titan-X that's sitting in my garage. But if you are upset with me, the most I can do at this point is apologize. I truly am sorry. It's just sometimes this happens. We are witnessing a little bit of burnout with as many events as we're having. So we will be changing things in 2025. So just sit tight, qualify for your TOC this year, and we will have some changes coming for 2025, and things will get a little more elite feeling in my mind and less events on your calendar. So definitely look forward to next season with the changes. Blaine and Ryan, extremely excited for what's coming as well. But we have this event here with the No Limit series, and then I'm going down to Alabama in June for the next edition on Lake Guntersville. I actually have the Lake Guntersville's plaque sitting right here next to me as well. So we'll be back down there. We had a great turnout last year down there. Love being in Scottsboro. Beautiful venue, awesome anglers. So if you're excited about this event, you end up having a good event, you want to come try another one, Guntersville is only about 5.5 hours down the road. It's really not a bad drive, and we'll be down there for that again. So but for this event this weekend, print out a Queen City identifier or print out a native no limit identifier on the group page. You can jump under the files tab. You'll find the rules, you'll find the identifier tags, and you will find the ramp/lake river list. If you have any questions, put them in the comments now. We will cut off pre-fishing tomorrow night at 10 p.m. You must be off the water, and registration will end tomorrow night at 10 p.m. We'll get the payouts posted not too long after that, once my buddy Chris can get the payout sent over to me. And then we'll be ready to roll Saturday morning. Looking forward to you guys. Really hoping we hit that 100 mark to get that $1,000 an hour. And yeah, that's my story. So I'll hang out here, ask questions. Yes, Gary, QC tin tags are good. Native no limit tin tags are good. Anything Queen City or native no limit is good for this event. And I told I told Steve-O to tell the Bass Nation guys as well, if they're jumping in with us, all the rules overlap except for the ID tag situation. So appreciate it, Caleb. I hate changing stuff. I've said this numerous times over the years, but sometimes it just has to be done. So, if guys were excited to fish with 30 people, then I think they should be excited to fish when it hits $1,000 an hour. So let's hope we get there. Any questions, throw them in. I don't want to talk too much just about Queen City, so focus is definitely on No Limit here. Not easy for me. I had to call Blaine. Checking the phone for different comments. Hey, Jeff, it's all good, brother. I mean, look, I understand. You said it. I think you said it perfectly. You had no interest in this side of the event, and you were doing it for the Southern event. My feelings are not hurt. No, I don't think you're upset. I completely understand. At this point, good for the club and the event. You are the only refund. So seems that most people are going to stick it out and pick their honey hole and go fish. I personally still think a lot of money is going to be won on Lake Hartwell. There is definitely a reason we put it there. It has the potential to win both sides of this event. So, and this time of year, there really is no telling what's going to come out of Lake Hartwell. So I would guarantee, I wouldn't guarantee, but I would bet some money that either an hour or two or the overall No Limit is still coming out of Hartwell. I know there are guys who are camping that are saying they're stuck on Hartwell, but that's a great place to be stuck. We know Jordan Lake and Harris Lake and Santee have monsters in them, but we also know, if you look at last week, that they can be really stingy. So I think Hartwell, you're pretty much guaranteeing you're going to catch fish. Are you going to catch the 14-inch minimum, and are you going to catch 20 of those? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, one day. I'm okay right now. I'm good. I need a break. This stuff behind me, I need a break. But I'll be out there soon again, Ben. Hey, Tim Hagan, his first kayak tournament. Hey, Matt, have him reach out to me. Make sure he's, hitting all the laws, wearing his PFD, has the tin tags, lights, all that good stuff. So take care of him. And if you have a question, shoot it to me so we can make sure he's legal and we don't run into any disqualifications. Last two trips, 7 fish over 22 inches on Hartwell. I mean, I really don't know why the turnout was going to be low for a single lake on Hartwell. But hey, look, you live and learn. I have learned that the crowd here that pays attention to anything we bring to the Carolinas would rather stay home and fish different bodies of water. So I'm okay with it. As long as Native Watercraft and my team are fine with this event remaining multi, then I'm okay with it. It will be multi. Those of you who are pissed off at me because I made a 6 o'clock deadline, I'll be honest with you. I had to load my truck and my life tonight to be able to leave for Anderson tomorrow after work. So I needed to know what I was doing so I could move forward with the event. Now I will be home. I will not head down to Anderson, but I needed to know that by 6 o'clock tonight to keep it fair. So Charles, you want to drop some pins and help people out? That'd be awesome. Hourly big bass by timestamp or time submitted. Everything, Zach, for this event is time captured, so your timestamp. So take the picture. This brings up a good thing here that I forgot to mention. The leaderboard will not look normal. It will not show who has what length of fish. It will just show your overall total. So, for example, Zach might have 200 inches, but it's only going to show 200 inches. It's not going to show a breakdown of each fish, and it's also not going to be on for the first 60 to 90 minutes of the tournament because we don't like to give away what is winning big bass in the first hour or two. And if somebody just has, say, 25 inches, we know with a 14-inch minimum that angler has a 25-incher. So we don't want to give that away. We try to keep all the gameplay out of it. So we keep the leaderboard off in the beginning, off in the end, and in the middle of the day, it is modified. Thank you to Dwayne and Tourney X crew for modifying that for this series specifically. Yeah, Ben, I wish everybody thought like that. We going fishing no matter what. Don't get in your feelings. I mean, yeah, I get it. I have to see both sides of it. I understand the people who are a little upset, but you have an opportunity to get your money back. I offered refunds. I always offer refunds. I will offer refunds until 6 a.m. Saturday. Once launch time kicks off, there are no more refunds. So if you have an issue, your car breaks down, your wife gets sick, whatever the situation, you have until 6 a.m. Saturday, and I will handle a refund for you. It's no problem. It's 2 clicks of the button, and we will move on. But yeah, so those hourly big bass time stamped from when you catch them, and who knows what it's going to take. Seeing if I have any different comments here because I'm on like 4 different pages, so just making sure. The best thing you guys could do to help me out would be to share the fact that we're fishing all these lakes on Saturday. You guys are all in different group pages that either I'm not on or I'm not active on. So feel free to share. Let's boost these numbers up to 100. It'd be really cool for paying that $1,000 an hour plus the no limit standings will be a lot higher as well. And at the end of the day, that's what we're doing, right? We're trying to win money. So let me see if I can quickly. Yeah, I can't copy it now, but here. So if we get to 100, it'll be 1,000 an hour. It'll be 1,000 for first place, no limit. It'll be 500 for second, 300 for third, 200 for fourth, 125 for fifth and sixth. If somehow we get to 125 anglers, at this point, I don't know. It'll be 1,500 for first and 1,000 for second, and then so on. This event for us has been 150 plus every year. I actually think it was 153 both years. So we were paying 2,000 for first, 1,500 for second, 1,000 for third. But numbers are a little off this year, so we'll see where we land. But I think I said all I have to say. I'll hang out here for a minute. If you have any questions, ask them. If not, catch up with me tomorrow. I am working tomorrow, but I can answer any questions you need through text. And then Saturday morning, tight lines, be safe, go get it. Get your motors out, make sure you're legally registered. And that's my story. So appreciate you all supporting the No Limit series. Appreciate you all supporting Queen City. Thank you to our sponsors here around the border of the background. Thank you to Tim Fitz for making the hardware. And let's all have a great weekend, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, especially if there's any watching. But you all have a great Thursday night, and hit me up if you need me. I'll hang out for a minute for questions. If not, you guys can start heading out. Eric, hope you're feeling better, buddy. Oh. What do we need extra time for, Corey? Corey, I didn't add any extra time. I'm not sure what you need extra time for. Are you just busting my balls because of Chad? Because that's definitely possible. But there's an hour. Oh, I figured. Yeah. Okay, cool. There's an hour after last picture to last submission. Kind of figured that was what you were doing. You painted my ass. But good luck this weekend, bud. I know you said you were still going down Hartwell, but I know there's probably these other thoughts of another lake in the back of your head. So we'll see where you end up on Saturday morning, I guess. All right, guys. Have a great night. Appreciate you all. Take care.